You'll probably see me wearing a MAGA hat and the American flag jacket that I made, as you see right here. And I'm getting a lot of hit-ups from people saying, it's sad that you embrace MAGA, but they won't embrace you or accept you. The shaming tactics ain't gonna work. And this is from a friend of mine, who I love, by the way. But it's a prime example of the loss just saying a bunch of nonsense. If MAGA didn't support me, do you think I could be at a MAGA rally and be embraced and loved? That sounds crazy. To say they won't embrace me when I'm literally at a Trump rally in the garden with nothing but love. And it's crazy that she says this because the MAGA rally embraced me more than my own block that I live on. Make that make sense.
It makes a lot of sense because the narrative that comes from mainstream media is completely false. It's a whole lie. This is what they do. They try to fearmonger people into supporting them by telling people, oh, well, all MAGA, they're all racist. They're all mean, nasty, and terrible people. They're Nazis. They're this, they're that, blah, 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 blah. It's never, hey, their policies are bad. Here are our policies, and here's how our policies will actually benefit you in your life. They never try to make that argument, right? It's always just a bunch of fear-mongering. Vote or die. Like, that was literally a slogan from the Democrat Party. Vote or die. Like, what? Huh? The end of democracy. They still run with that one. They absolutely still run with that one. Man, excuse my sniffling. My allergies are kicking my butt today for some odd reason. Anyway, let's continue on with this because there are a lot of people in this country that are waking up, and it is an absolutely beautiful thing. Check it out.
I don't know how it go in your city, town, state, but in Chicago, when we go vote, you always got 2-3 women at the door telling you to vote all Democrat. They don't give you the history of nobody. They don't tell you what neighborhood these people from. They tell everybody in line, just vote blue. Now tell me what type of... I'm done, bro. I'm voting red.
Hey, me too. Me too. I don't give a darn what these people say. Vote blue, vote blue, vote blue. Yeah, y'all been voting blue for 70 years, and what has that gotten you? What have those Democrats done for you in Chicago? Except for put you in the back of the line. And as they move illegals to the front. And you expect me to just get in line to vote for them same people? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I'm always got to be the person to say it, and I don't want to be the person to say it. But Donald Trump has been president for 9 months. 9 months! And I'm seeing videos from Chicago, D.C., where people are like, yo, I feel safe. My kids feel safe. This is the best thing he ever did for us. So what was happening all these years that this shit, like literally I've known DC and Virginia to have this type of shit going my whole life, and I'm in my 40s, okay? Almost touching it. So what was really truly going on if a motherfucker became president 9 months ago and cleared that shit out with just a flick of the pen? I'm just thinking, like, did y'all really ever care?
She's asking the right question because these areas are controlled by Democrats. But the best way to understand people is to pay attention to their incentive structures. Democrats are not incentivized for Black Americans to do better. If you think about the Democrats' platform, it's about making everybody a victim. If you're Black, the system's racist and it's against you, and we are the people who are going to fix that problem for you. Those Republicans, they're racist. If you're gay, they don't like you because you're gay. If you're a woman, they don't like you because you're a woman. If you're an immigrant, they don't like you because you're an immigrant. And again, back to black people, the reason you're struggling is because of history, racism, and the system. It's not your decision making. It's not you making poor decisions. But here's the thing. If they can keep you focused on everything except accountability and your own personal agency, that makes you a perpetual voter for Democrats. Because you will continue to believe that the reason you and your people are not succeeding is because the system is racist and it's against you, and you believe the Democrats are fighting to fix that system, when in reality, the system is not against you. And the biggest reason Black Americans are now struggling is because of Black Americans. Our mindsets, our belief systems, the way we go about things. The system is no longer the primary factor. It's us. But again, if Black Americans start taking accountability, making better decisions, and doing better, they will need the Democrats less. Then the Democrats will actually have to be accountable for getting things done. As long as Black people think white people and Republicans are racist, Democrats are like, oh, we got it locked. But if Black Americans start doing better and start catching up with the other races, and they start thinking maybe this place isn't that racist, Democrats have to have a new talking point, or they have to do something different to continue to get the Black vote. That's more work and it's more dangerous for their political power. So again, it actually works in Democrats' favor for Black people to continue to struggle. It doesn't actually help them if they actually fix our problems. So simply put, Democrats are incentivized for Black people to continue to struggle.
Yeah, he's 1,000% correct. I think they are incentivized to make sure that Black people struggle. You know, I equate it to the homeless issue. And I've said this before and I'll say it again today. The homeless issue in this country will never be fixed until the people that are attempting to fix it aren't paid to do so. That's just what I believe. You're paying people to fix an issue. So is there truly an incentive to really eradicate that issue? This is how they eat. This is how they provide for their family. If they completely fix the problem, they don't have a job. I mean, to me, this is common sense, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's something that I'm missing. Y'all can let me know in the comments. But there are a lot of other folks that are saying that exact same thing where, like, I feel like the Democrats are incentivized to make sure that us Black folks continue to struggle. Like this gentleman here. Check it out.
Not only do I regret ever voting Democrat, I now believe that it has always been a Democratic mission to not only make Black people's lives worse than it has ever been through policies and laws, but to also make Black people racist and to make white people hate Black people even more. Government psyop, I don't really care what you call it. I just really feel like if the Democrats cared about Black people or the minorities or the impoverished or the disenfranchised, they wouldn't be letting shit get so fucking out of hand. And not only that, it's like they knew they were losing power, so let's make everything worse for the fucking Republicans so it makes them look bad, so when we do get back into power, we could just rinse and repeat.
He's making a point. If they actually cared, why would they let it get so bad? But then also, I'll add to that in saying, if they actually cared, why would they fight against Trump cleaning up the streets? Why would you advocate against getting criminals off of the streets so Black people in our own neighborhoods, where a lot of us live, we can walk the streets peacefully without having to worry about a bullet getting, entering our body somewhere, right? Why would you advocate against that? It makes absolutely no sense. If you truly care about Black people, you would say, hey, how can we help? How can we improve the situation? Trump, how can we collaborate to make sure that these Black folks' neighborhoods are actually safe? Just saying. I'm just saying. Anyway, here's a C-SPAN caller. Check this one out. This is funny.
I think I'm going to be leaving the Democrat Party because this happens. This happens too often, where they're blaming the opposite party when they know they can do the right thing. They need to do the right thing and reopen this government instead of keeping it shut down like they're hijacking the American people. I've seen it before. We've seen them vote the right way when they're in power. So why the hell can't they vote the right way when they're not in power? So get this government back open, get the American people what they deserve. And this is basically a Schumer shutdown from what I've seen, from what I've been watching on C-SPAN, what they show and what they show the Democrats whining and crying and blaming. That's what I see. I think I'm going to be leaving the Democrat Party.
I think I'm going to be leaving the Democrat Party. Look where he's calling from. California. Yeah. California. And absolutely calling out the Democrat Party on their BS and their nonsense. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But there's more.
My God. I've been a Democrat all my life. All my family been a Democrat all their life. And this BS shit with Charlie Kirk and everybody acting stupid and don't care about this man life and his family life, I'm done with you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? A little boy that got a Secret Service little black kid when Trump had a little inauguration, whatever that event was he had, and you guys didn't stand up for him. I'm sick of, man, what the fuck is the matter with you guys? From this point on, I'm done with it. You know, I'm leaving the Democratic Party. You know, that don't make no sense. You guys are tyrants. You know, and it just don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? So you guys need to wake up because you're going to lose your party.
I think they already lost it. I think they already lost it. We're just we're just seeing the aftermath, right? At this point, the Democrat Party is already cooked. All right, but yeah, man, y'all get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions about all of this. I am loving watching this fallout. It's honestly amazing. It's honestly amazing. And of course, once again, Democrat politicians will never admit it. Mainstream media will never admit it. They're going to put on a front as if the Democrat Party is great. Everything's peachy. Everything's cool. It's all good. But I've shown you guys clip after clip after clip after clip, right? As well as some polls, as well as voter registration numbers. The Democrat Party is absolutely toast. They are toast. And not only are they toast because they can't compete with the Republican Party, but they're also toast because internally they're having a fight within their party, right? You know, the establishment Democrats are in a massive battle against the AOCs and the Bernie Sanders and the Zohran Mamdanis and Ilhan Omars. The establishment folks don't want to let go of their party. And the AOCs are like, nah, we taking over. Now, of course, once again, they'll never say this out loud. But, I mean, it's all right there in our face. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out, right? So, yeah, man, y'all get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions. Do you think this fallout will continue, or do you think this is probably the end of the fallout and we'll kind of level off from here? Let me know. Stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.